Welcome back to the Available Post Podcast, the podcast where I speak into the void and hope someone listens. I'm your host, Callum, and let's get wet and wild. Well, this is my second time recording this episode. I had a nice episode up and recorded, fully ready to get released on the 1st of December. And I decided against it because I haven't slept very much when I recorded it, and I realized, you know what? I didn't take it from the angle I wanted to take it. And what is it exactly that I'm talking about? Well, let's get into it, shall we? I'd like to take you back to 2009. Inside, I'm not going to go into the super specifics of where this is, because that was one of the things I don't want to point it at one specific local government. So, it's somewhere in Ontario. But what they did was they made, over the course of 45 days, they made 2 entire piss obelisks in order to get 5,968 liters of piss. What did they do with the piss? Why did they measure the piss? How did they manage to measure the piss in 2009? They basically were using, Abacus. The story goes, University Town, too much piss on the downtown streets. How do they solve it? By making public washrooms available? No. Having urinals outside in the form of piss obelisks. Pissoirs, if you will. A towering gray tower, about 8 feet tall, beckoning all sorts of very drunk people to piss at the tower. It happened during Frost Week to October-ish, basically the prime time of drinking in this town, and they wanted to see if the piss obelisk was good, and the answer was, honestly, super. People used it a lot. People loved to piss in it. People also, noticed that there was some sort of problem with accessibility and it being gender exclusionary because it's a big open, I guess, four-sided piss obelisk and not like any kind of real privacy, which was kind of the point, to stop a bunch of hooligans from doing bad stuff in closed off areas, because all that was blocking you was like a little tiny fence that kind of went up just below the shoulders kind of idea, so it was just a bunch of heads pissing at the obelisk. And was it a good thing? I say yeah, probably. Having more access to have places to do human functions, especially in a place of high alcohol content. Not only that, but past a certain time, there's just no options, right? Like, you get kicked out of the bar at 2. Where else are you gonna piss? Right? You can't go back to the bar. They're gonna say absolutely not. You can't come back in here. You're gonna so you either give the old Liverpool rule and you have to leave before, you got to piss before you leave because you never know where your bathroom's going to be, or you piss somewhere. And what better place to piss than the piss obelisk that beckons you? It asks you for piss. It guides you all the way to piss on it, and it's pretty cost effective. In 2009, it only cost about $8,000 from the city to create 2 of those monstrosities, those beautiful, glorious beacons of hope in the night. And they estimated that it was used almost 15,000 times over the course of 45 days, which, I mean, isn't like crazy high, but I mean, it's a small town. It makes sense. But what did they do with the piss? They measured that they got 5,968 liters of piss. And but what did they do with it? Did they vat it? Are they currently still in possession of that piss? Are they using it? Or I don't know, cheating drug tests? Framing people with drug tests, because it's probably all, honestly, it's just random piss. It's probably awful. Who knows? But that was a story that I was going to tell. I was going to go into more detail about the old piss obelisk thing, but I thought I'd just mention it now and at least bring it to light that there could have been a world in which we lived a glorious life with piss obelisks on our downtown streets. But not anymore. That option is never going to happen. And instead, people much prefer to gatekeep bathrooms and basically make it as uncomfortable for people to live as they possibly can. So we're not going to talk about that today. We are going to say, the things like Game Awards is coming out. And that's kind of fun. There was some controversy, or I guess not controversy, maybe kind of controversy, about the whole Dave the Diver dilemma in the indie game scenario, to which our good friend, whoever runs the Game Awards, said, indie can mean a lot to a lot of different people, which is basically just a way of saying, like, it doesn't matter what you think. These people paid us good money. They're allowed to be an indie game now. So there's that. But what I wanted to say was there's definitely games that came out this year that I have that people probably overlooked and should definitely take a look at and are my games of the year. First game being, I don't know if it actually came out this year, but I played it this year. I played most of the games this year. And that's A Space for the Unbound. Space for the Unbound was so good and so nice and is beautiful. There's no way people shouldn't buy and play this game. Great sound design, great gameplay, beautiful artwork, cool 2D adventure. Play A Space for the Unbound. What are you doing? Very cool. Slay the Princess, another game I haven't delved too deep into, but the voice acting, the artwork, the gameplay, super creative, amazing story direction, really cool, really creepy, and also just kind of lovely at the same time. I don't know if that was nominated. I don't actually care what's really nominated at the Game Awards, because Baldur's Gate should probably just win everything, and then as a commercial game, big, huge commercial game, but Slay the Princess, really awesome. Should definitely check that thing out. Honestly, Parasocial from Chilla's Arts. Normally, I wouldn't put a Chilla's Arts game up here on the bangers list of 2023, but I think Parasocial might just be the best game they made. So, that was great. Paranormicite, a lovely story-based visual novel detective style game about weird psychic killer powers. Amazing game I played this year. Also should check it out. Worth every bit. And don't know if I've seen one other YouTuber play it, and that's kind of a shame because I think it deserves much more recognition, baby. That's nice. Dredge was pretty sweet. So Dredge is cool. Dredge is definitely cool enough to warrant Game of the Year for the nomination. And that is fun. Decarnation, another indie game that deserves all the praise in the world, just for its art style, everything about it. Very fun. How did I... It says there's some locked achievements for me, but I'm just looking at it right now, and I don't know how I didn't unlock Complete Act 4 when I have beat the whole game. But I guess I didn't complete Act 4, even though I completed Act 5. Very strange. It doesn't matter. Decarnation, awesome. Came out right before the summer. Perfect art, perfect game. Same music composer as Silent Hill, and that's pretty fun. What other beautiful things? I'm just flying off my seat. I didn't plan anything like this. I'm basically just waiting for my lovely dog to come back inside so I can go grocery shopping. And this is just what popped in my head at the time. Speaking of popped to my head, After Dream was also a delightful little time. You can all check. You can all check on this thing as I did the video. I did the video stuff for this one. After Dream got so little views that you should go back and watch After Dream, or just buy it and play it yourself. You don't have to watch me do it. Killer Frequencies came out. That was really sweet. Great voice acting. Super fun time. One of the games that actually made me almost pass out while playing it live. That was kind of interesting. They started talking about we had to deal with a kid going through shock, and something about that triggers something in my head that makes me want to pass out. So I almost fell out of my seat, literally. That was kind of cool. Remnant 2 came out. Okay, well, my brother really hated Remnant 2. Me, personally, I had a great time playing Remnant 2. And the only thing I didn't like about Remnant 2 is how much space it requires on my computer. 73 gigs is kind of wild. That's a lot of gigs. That's why I haven't been playing Baldur's Gate on my computer, because it's 150 gigs for Baldur's Gate, and I won't do it. I refuse. But Remnant 2 is like a different kind of... Woo! Sorry, just woke up. Been doing night shifts, so that's why I'm a little out of it. Rambling. Doing this. But Remnant 2, fun little shooter game. There's some pretty bullshit stuff. The last boss is pretty bullshit. Last boss is very bullshit, to be fair. And also, Cube boss kind of bullshit too. There's a bit of bullshit in the game, but still a good time, worth playing. And of course, the World of Horror came out. I'll talk about World of Horror any day of the week. World of Horror, it's finally out. It's done. It's the full release. You should be playing World of Horror. What are you doing? Piss Obelisk might be... Maybe I'll make a custom map. I'll make the custom map Piss Obelisk, where you're investigating the Piss Obelisk and why do they want to collect the piss? And the good ending is you find out why they're collecting the piss. The bad ending is that you end up just pissing into it. They collect your piss. Maybe they use witchcraft. You think a government would want all that piss to test out witchcraft, ancient rituals? Or do you think they would just use it for pranks around the office? Who knows? Doesn't matter. World of Horror, A+ game. There's also Magic the Gathering. That's a game that I've been playing. Been playing almost exclusively on the good old YouTube, and I think that's what a lot of people watch. And it's easy for me to make because I've been playing Magic for since Invasion Block, which must have been Invasion. I think it was around Invasion, Odyssey Block, Invasion Block, around there. So that's been a good almost 20 years of playing Magic. So I can just kind of throw decks together, have good times. And it's been good. Standard's been nice. Right now, at the time of recording this, I think there's a scheduled banning. Sometime. Maybe today, maybe now. Maybe it's already happened. I don't know anything about anything. But I do know they're planning a ban, and you know what would be nice if they did? They just banned... if they just banned Channel and demonic tutor in historic and unbanned everything else, I think that would make historic one of the best formats to ever exist. They should probably also just unban fetch lands in Pioneer, so when Cons of Tarkir come out, we can play with the fetch lands on Magic Arena. In the Strange Wannabe Pioneer set, even though the Strange Wannabe Pioneer set still kind of sucks, but that's neither here nor there. Never mind. It's both. It is both here and there. What else? What else are we talking about? It's gonna be a crazy old December month. For I will be working nights the entire time. So the more unhinged, deranged commentary like this of me just sleepily talking in front of a screen, trying to understand what's going on, is definitely gonna happen. I also played a game called Unveiled. Wow, that was something wild. Unveiled is a depression simulator where you try and crawl your main character out of an extremely depressing slump and make sure they do something other than just eat ramen, which is pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. I gotta finish that. You know what? I think I'm gonna finish that today. I'm in the finding a job for them part of the game, and that's kind of fun. Finding a job part of them might be a pretty good bit for that. What else we got going on? Oh, we got the dog parking at the door finally. I'll be back in 1 second. All right, well, I'm back, and my dog's also back, and she's got a nice little coat of snow on her. She loves to see it. Now, I guess comment below what I should go and get groceries for. What should I go and get groceries for? What should I go get for groceries? The reason I will go get groceries is because, you know, your fridge gets empty. Yeah, has that ever happened to you? Your fridge ever get empty? And you're like, I kind of want to eat, but my fridge is empty. Is that a relatable thing? Am I being relatable right now? Did you like the bit where I walked up the stairs and let the dog in? Let me know. Let me know what you want the beautiful 1st of January episode to be about as well. I'll take everyone's opinions. That's right. Good. Now that you've thought about that, what else? What else? What else is new? What else can we even talk about? I mean, I have the masters of an album I recorded back in, I don't know, earlier this year, and we haven't released it yet, as far as I know. One day that'll be released. That'll be kind of cool. And I can talk about that a bit more. That would be a fun thing to do. But as for anything else, I still got. I've been playing Gunfire Reborn with my brothers. That's been fun. Funfire Reborn, more like it. We kind of got new animal things. It's got an update right now. It's queued. Hell yeah, I'm gonna update it while I'm doing this. I got the DLCs. That was the DLCs are pretty cool. We got the nice like owl lady. You got Nona, and you got the owl, and those are pretty cool. It's very neat. I don't understand how the game works, but I do know that I can get a bunch of abilities and press click on weapon stuff, and that's fun. I appreciate Gunfire Reborn. We've also been playing through Neverwinter Nights, which, you know what? Neverwinter Nights is and always will be a banger. 100%. 100% banger there. One of the best games that's 21 years old, I would say. I give that the stamp of FeralLam approval. Woohoo! Yeah, yee. Yeah, ye indeed. I'm also curious. I don't know. I don't know who listens to this podcast, and if you are listening to this podcast, if you also play Magic. But what should I play next? What should I do? There's already stuff that's going to come out after I've recorded this. Actually, no, not really. Not much. I'm recording this on the 29th, so I guess there's like one episode of a draft that's coming out just before this. So if you watch the draft video, you'll notice something of a sleepy Callum. And well, he's still here. This is Sleepy Callum. This is Sleepy Callum telling you that he's still here. He's inside the walls. He's coming from inside the walls. So yeah, that's the story of the Piss Obelisk. I wanted to share that with everyone. We should probably have more accessibility to pissing, so people don't have to flood the downtown streets with 5,968 liters of piss. And also, we should be worried that our government is taking our piss. What are they doing with the piss? Conspiracy. I guarantee it. There's a cabal. Maybe it's a cabal. Piss drinkers. You think it's piss drinkers? Comment down below in the like subscribe button. Make sure the bell icon's ringing or else it doesn't count. Are there a cabal of piss drinkers? Why else would you build such a monument dedicated towards piss? And this has been the Piss episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. I've had better episodes. I've made worse episodes. You won't hear the worst episode because I deleted that. That's gone from existence now. Don't think it, don't say it. You know how it goes. But yeah. I think I'm just gonna name this something like Southern Ontario's mysterious obelisks. Mysterious 45-day obelisks. And now it's not clickbait because I'm talking about it right now. Well, see you in the next one. Bye for now.